Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy, the Mad Kiger, and welcome back to part 8, I believe, of the PlayStation 2 collection. Again, this is a smaller part. I want to start by showing I got a new PlayStation 4 controller here. As you can see, it pretty much looked like an Xbox One controller. That one that I got the other day just weren't working very well. I picked this one up on Amazon for £30. I hear it's actually pretty good. I looked at the reviews, it's got good reviews. And yeah, this it looks and plays pretty much like an Xbox controller. Got a kind of a weird design going on there, kind of a cool little light thing going on there. But the good news is this controller is like a multi-purpose controller. It worked for PS4, Android and PC. So yeah, this might be a controller that I might use if I ever play some stuff on my phone or something. But anyway, let's just go past that, and we're going to go straight into what we have today. There's going to be a lot of licensed games here today, you will notice. First up, we have Hunter the Reckoning Wayward. I remember this being a pretty cool game with co-op, sort of like a hack and slash co-op based game. I remember this being pretty fun. Then we have Blood Omen 2, part of the Legacy of Kain series. I remember playing this one as a kid, thinking it was pretty awesome. Then we have Blood Rain. Ironically, I've never played Blood Rain. These are pretty decent games. A lot of people are asking for a new one, or at least a remaster or something. I don't have the second one, so I need to keep an eye out for that. We have Ghostmaster, the Gravenvale Chronicles, part of the Ghostmasters games. I think these are sort of like if you've ever played Poltergeist on Sega Mega Drive, something like that. And then we have one of the Family Guy games, the Family Guy video game, Too Hot for TV. I remember it being okay. I don't remember it being amazing, but it's what you expect from a Family Guy game. There was also one on the 360, the multiverse game. Then we have Alone in the Dark, A New Nightmare, also released on the PlayStation 1. Another series that sort of went away, and it'd be cool to see a new one. Then we have Demon Summoner, one of the worst games I've ever played. Do not play it. It is absolutely terrible. Horrible game. Then we have Realm of the Dead, another Midas title. It looks like sort of another sort of co-op game. Maybe not co-op, but like a action game, I guess, with like zombies and things. And we have a couple of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle games. We have TMNT, just a normal one. I think this was based on the cartoon. I think it's like a beat 'em up, got co-op in it. It looks pretty cool. I remember playing one as a kid and thinking it was pretty awesome. It might have been this one. And then we have the Mutant Melee game, which is basically like a Power Stone clone. Both made by Konami. Of course, we just seen the trailer for the new Shredder's Revenge game, which is basically like this Super Nintendo game. It looks really cool. I might get the new one, beat 'em up one. Then we have the Simpsons game, a couple of Simpsons games here. We have Skateboarding and Road Rage. Skateboarding was horrendous. Very, very bad game. Road Rage, this is basically Crazy Taxi. A lot of people love this game, but I actually find that it's really not that great. The controls are a little bit weird, and the handling of the cars feels a bit overt. Still a fun game back in the day, but by today's standards, it's not as good as you think it would be. Then we have Aqua Teen Hunger Force Zombie Ninja Pro Am. This is basically a golf game with racing and action elements. I've never actually watched the show. If anyone knows where the show is available on, let me know. I know it's available on like HBO Max or something. But I'd love to watch the show. Seems like my sort of thing. Then we have the Futurama, a game that actually is quite rare in the US, I believe. This is really rare in the US. In the UK, it's very common, but This game is actually considered to be really good. I remember seeing all the gameplay videos back in the day on the TV, on the gaming channels, but I never actually played it. I've seen all of the show twice, all the way through. But yeah, classic TV show. Then we have Little Britain, the video game, one of the worst games on the PlayStation 2. Absolutely horrendous game. Why it made it a video game, I don't know. The TV show isn't exactly game worthy, I guess. It's just weird mini games, and you know, the show is pretty much like a sketch show anyway, so why would you need a video game on it? I have no clue. As is the same with Jackass. I understand Jackass because there's a lot of crazy stuff they do, but again, why they needed a video game based on Jackass, I have no clue. I love the show and the movies; they're funny as fuck, but the game I think is just a bit of one of them. Why did it need to happen kind of thing. Then we have Robot Wars, Arena of Destruction. I believe there was another one on PlayStation 2. I used to love watching the TV show back in the day. But the game isn't that great, unfortunately. You'd think a game about building your own robot and making it battle would be pretty awesome, but unfortunately, it just doesn't work very well, unfortunately. Then we have the Dukes of Hazzard, The Return of General Lee. I think this is a racing game. I've never really watched the show or the movies. Then we have Knight Rider. There's also a second one. Again, another game that you'd think would be pretty awesome, but unfortunately, it's really nothing special. Again, I've never watched the show. It is on my watch list. Tom and Jerry War of the Whiskers, one of the few Tom and Jerry video games out there. You'd think Tom and Jerry would be awesome for video games, but I think this is like an action fighting one. Again, like a arena fighter. Might have to give it a go. I love the shows. Then we have Woody Woodpecker, Escape from Buzz Buzzard Park. I believe it's a platformer. I loved Woody Woodpecker growing up. But how good the game, I don't know. I think Woody Woodpecker's only been in like 2 games. This and the Bugs Bunny Crazy Castle 4, which has Woody Woodpecker. Ben 10, Protector of Earth. Some of these Ben 10 games are actually pretty good action beat-em-up games. You know, because there's so many different like available characters, you know, with their own abilities. It seems like a pretty good idea for a game, you know. Avatar, The Burning Earth. Again, some of these Avatar games are pretty good. You know, action beat-em-ups based on the TV show or the anime, however you want to call it. Then we have Mr. Bean. Again, I absolutely loved the Mr. Bean cartoon and the TV show growing up. But a game based on that character seemed like a funny idea, but this was made by Blast Entertainment, so probably a bit of an idea about how bad this probably would be. But there is something cool about this. You can unlock clips from the TV show, I guess. That's one decent reason to play it, I guess. Meet the Robinsons, another Disney movie. I think I've seen this movie. I've never played the game. Some of these Disney platforms are pretty good. Some of them aren't as good. 24, the game, based on the TV show. I'm guessing it's got a lot of action to it. Alias, another show that went under pretty quickly, but the game isn't as good, unfortunately. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Chaos Bleeds. Another game that, based on a TV show, seems like a good idea. I don't know how good the game is. Never really watched the show. CSI, Crime Scene Investigations. 3 Dimensions of Murder. Guessing there's a lot of, like, mystery and involved in these sort of games. Then we have the X-Files, Resist or Serve. I believe this is like a Resident Evil clone. I actually think this game is actually pretty good. I've heard good things about this one, so I have to give it a go. Never actually watched the show yet. Captain Scarlet, a really obscure show from back in the, I think, the 90s or the 80s. Could have been a little bit earlier than that. Basically a Thunderbirds clone. The game looks about as good as what you would expect from Blast. Celebrity Deathmatch, I used to love watching the show because it was funny, but the game is nothing special. If you've got someone to play it with, it can be fun for about half an hour or so, but then it's really nothing special, unfortunately. But it definitely, this is the sort of show that, you know, a game made more sense to have the show. A game based on the show because it's a fighting thing. We have the Disney Pixar Cars games, Cars and Mate National Championships. I believe there was one more on PS2. These games are actually pretty good. If you like arcade racers, again, this is the sort of thing that Disney definitely didn't hold back on. You know, Cars is definitely a good idea for a video game. And then we have the two Incredible games. Rise of the Underminer was awesome. Co-op game, two players, one Frozone, one Incredible. The first one was just a single player game, but the second one was really fun. Used to play this a lot back in the day with my brother. We have Garfield. I think there's like 2 Garfield games on PlayStation 2. Again, based on the comic cartoon, not the movie with Bill Murray. Inspector Gadget, Mad Robot Invasion, an action platformer. Again, another Fox Kids character. He-Man, Masters of the Universe, Defender of Grayskull. I think this is one of the few He-Man games out there, so how good is it? I don't know. But if you want a He-Man game, I think there's only one more on in television. But yeah, if you're looking for a He-Man game, here's one for you. Again, how good is it? I don't know. I've never played it. Jackie Chan Adventures. I think this is I remember there being one on PS1 called Stuntmaster, which was pretty good. I'm guessing it's more of an action beat 'em up based on this show. Couple of Scooby-Doo games, Night of 100 Frights and Unmasked. I actually really enjoyed Unmasked as a kid because you got all these different costumes for Scooby-Doo and you could do all these different abilities with each costume. I never really enjoyed the show or never really got into the show. Loved the movies, the live action movie, but never really got into the shows. Nothing special by today's standards, but Scooby-Doo again, very popular. So it makes sense to have games on it. And then we have some Nicktoon, SpongeBob games. Again, there's a lot of them. We have these Nicktoons compilation pack with multiple characters. SpongeBob and Friends Battle for Volcano Island and the Attack of Toybots games with Danny Phantom characters in there. Tack, Jimmy Neutron, Fairly Odd Parents. Yeah, I can imagine these are fun games if you got co-op with friends. The Atlantis Square Pantis game, based on the made for TV, I guess, special. And I have 2 copies of Revenge of the Flying Dutchman. One of them don't work, I don't think. I remember playing this one a lot with my friend back in the day. We have some Looney Tunes games here. Space Race, Back in Action, and Acme Arsenal. I believe Space Race was originally on the Dreamcast. Sort of Mario Kart clone. Back in Action, I actually love the movie. I've never played the game. Looks kind of cool. And the Acme Arsenal game, which was like a shooting arena shooter. Yeah. Then we have Samurai Jack, The Shadow of Aku. I believe there was a new Samurai Jack game released as well. This is based on the Cartoon Network version, not the Adult Swim version of the show. And then we have a Codename Kids Next Door, Operation Video Game. I've seen a couple of episodes as a kid, but never really got into it. And then probably my favourite cartoon as a kid, Ed and Eddie's The Misadventures. I believe there was another game released on the Game Boy. But yeah, I absolutely loved Ed and Eddie growing up. So I might have to give this game a try at some point and see if it's what you'd expect from a Ed and Eddie game. But there we have today's selection. There's definitely a bunch of games here that are from all over. Of course, a lot of licensed games here today. But anyway, if you enjoyed today's video, feel free to leave a like and of course comment below. Let me know if you've played any of these games growing up or still play them to this day. Of course, subscribe if you haven't already and join the family. And as always, guys, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. I will be streaming tonight with some Overwatch from about 7:30, give or take, tonight for a couple of hours playing some Overwatch. I think I'm going to have an Overwatch night tonight, play a bit of that. And then see what we go for the rest of the week. Just watched some Disney cartoons last night, some of the old classics. But as always, guys, have a nice day, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, and bye-bye.